Hello and welcome back to the channel. And recently MTV went back to the archives and they made a compilation of rare and unseen Eminem interviews from way back in 1999 to 2005 before Eminem went on hiatus.
So is this your last album?
I don't know.
Is your last tour?
Don't know.
Now I'll be sharing some sections of the clip here that align with the content we've been pushing out on this channel for months now, and despite the age of these clips, most of the things Eminem was talking about still apply to this day. Recently, when the promoters of Eminem's Abu Dhabi show shared some of his answers to fans' questions, there was a question: what advice would you give to up-and-coming local artists? And Eminem's response was, don't pay attention to any of the people in your ear telling you how hard it is to make it. Now I chose to go back to this answer because of what I'm about to show you guys today. We'll start with this.
Hey yo, my album is out today, go buy it. Hey yo, I'm nobody, go get my album. You and your album. I love it!
Now that was back in 1999. At the time someone asked, who the F are you? When Eminem said, my album is out, go buy it. That was over a month after My Name Is released. But the times have changed. News didn't travel around as fast back then as it does today, and even after Eminem's Slim Shady LP album opened with sales of 283,000 copies first week, responses like that made Eminem know that he had a lot of work to do. He knew it will be hard, but that didn't stop him, and now imagine being that guy that said, who the F are you 1 year later, when MMLP became the fastest selling album of the SoundScan era. 1.78 million in the US in 1 week, and even for that time, that news was like wildfire. Eminem knew that he had obstacles that he had to bring down to the ground, and what I'm about to share now is an explanation that's still applicable to this day. He's the biggest artist of the 21st century now, and this is still an issue from day one to this day.
Music is part image, but overall, music is music. Music is not visual. You know what I'm saying? You hear music, you listen to music. When it boils down to it, it's what the person is saying. It's just, music is just like football or any sport. If you're good at it, you're good at it, and it don't care what color you are, what you look like, or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're good, you're good. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. And you ain't gonna make it, you know? And if you do, if you got what it takes, then you're gonna make it. You know, Slim Shady won't, obviously. I'm a failure.
We were talking about this like 2 days ago in the video I did about Benzino, when I said Benzino makes it seem like skin color is the deciding factor of what is considered good music, and I didn't know that there was a footage of Eminem breaking this down from 1999. Dr. Dre certainly used his ears when he decided to sign Eminem, not his eyes, and like Eminem explained, it's about capability like sport. Now, a few weeks ago I did a video about Akon, and what Eminem shares next shows that he came into the game with that in mind from the beginning.
Really learn to calm down, you know what I'm saying, and assess the situation, you know, and realize that, you know, this is what I'm doing and this is my job, and you know, I can't, if I let fame get the best of me, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna self-destruct, and I don't want to self-destruct. You know, I have a little girl at home that I gotta see her hit 40.
Recently, Akon talked about how he learned to balance the music and family time from Eminem, and in that video, Akon talked about how Eminem managed the music like a 9-to-5 job when they were working on Smack That peaked at number 2. You can see Eminem here talk about family time in 2000, and he was able to transfer this need for balance in life to Akon in 2006, and he stayed consistent with this from the beginning. Before we continue, remember to hit the like button if you enjoy content like this. The likes are free of charge, And if you're new here, also hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss a video. So on Framed from the Revival album, Eminem talked about his three personalities that are bursting out of him and that we should beware, and Eminem broke it down in this 2002 clip.
Eminem is the rapper, Slim Shady will kill you, and Marshall Mathers is the person like behind the whole, mask or whatever. That's the way I see it.
Just before this bit, Eminem talked about how people take things too seriously and added that why do people let his lyrics get to them since he's no one to them. He finds this funny, and these people were giving him free marketing. And I remember that when Revival released, I read a review and the critic was pissed off and gave the album a bad score because of the lyrics on Framed, specifically the line that follows, "just escaped from the state pen," and this is a song that was clearly not serious, but still critics were getting all up in their feelings. Eminem is still putting out content, and here's why.
I mean, if you mean to the effect of I've sold a lot of records and now I've got a lot of money and I've made a name for myself or whatever, so I should be satisfied. That's not true, because now it's not even about the money. It's about music. If I sold 100 million records and had all the money in the world, I would still love to do what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I still wouldn't quit what I'm doing just because, okay, I'm not in this for the money, and I said that in the beginning, and I'll still say that to the day I die.
At this point, it's also safe to say that Eminem has always hated the thought of retiring deep down, and for him, it's all about doing this for as long as possible, since it's not about the money. He loves what he's doing, period. It says, if I sold 100 million records in this clip, and from singles alone in the United States is past that number, and we are still expecting an upcoming album right now, and it's quite amazing how his words match up with how things turned out for him over 2 decades later. Eminem also spoke about how the impact and legacy he leaves behind is important to him. Check this out, and he says something here that I'd expand on later.
Like how, Rakim and Run DMC influenced me, and I can tell you how they did. You would have to ask the other rappers coming up 10 years from now how I influenced them or whatever. Because I don't know if people actually, the average listener, I don't know if they actually see what it is or hear the patterns and syllable rhyming and stuff like that. I don't know if they really catch that. Like, I think they just listen and like appreciate it for the beat and what it's saying, but there's a certain way that it's said that I write, so the average listener may think it's easy, but the truth is that everybody would be doing that if it was so easy.
Many today that say Eminem is just talking and rhyming words prove Eminem's point, that they don't actually listen to understand the meanings and metaphors in his bars. Funny how he's warned about this early on, and about the point of influence. Rappers of the generation after him that are considered to be the best were influenced by Eminem, and they have said this several times in many interviews. J. Cole, for instance, said in the beginning he was pretty much biting Nas and Eminem's style until he developed himself as an artist, and Kendrick has also talked about how he studied Eminem. Kendrick and Cole are often considered to be the best of their generation, and these days they even crack top 10 lists, so mission accomplished for Eminem, and we know the people he learned from like Rakim are proud of him, and I've done videos of Rakim expressing this about Eminem. Not everything has been rosy, and the Encore album wasn't well received, and this created doubt on what the way forward will be for Eminem. Hear him talk about it.
I don't always know my next move, and I'm surprised people didn't catch on sooner with the Encore album that, I'm taking a bow.
So is this your last album?
I don't know.
Is your last tour?
Don't know.
I really don't know. See, these are all moves that I can't tell you I'm gonna tour forever. I'm gonna rap forever. I'm gonna always have music in my blood.
Well, he has a show on the 25th, just hours away, and we got Relapse, Recovery, MMLP2 Revival, and now Kamikaze. And Kamikaze of last year was still the best-selling hip-hop album of the year worldwide, which shows that Eminem is still running it to this day, and he didn't have to go away to see those he influenced grow to become superstars. He's in the game with them at the moment, and they are moving the genre forward together. What are your thoughts on this? Tell us in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you on the next one.